Greetings, fellow eggshell viewers alike. My name is Yasashi Tsu-Kun, and today, well, yeah, I'm continuing playing more Go Go Nippon, my first trip to Japan. As we last left off, we were gonna go to Kyoto, so here we go. Without further ado, we're gonna continue on with it.
Now then, are you two ready?
Oh gosh, I switched out the voice the first thing that happened. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
What?
Check.
Change of clothes.
Check.
Okay, in that case, our 1 night, 2-day stay in Kyoto.
Ikuzo! Or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I should change the voices.
Now, as for our itinerary from Tokyo to Kyoto, we'll go on the Shinkansen from here at Tokyo Station.
The Shinkansen?
What is it? Are you that fired up about riding the Shinkansen?
Of course I am. It's the Shinkansen. The Shinkansen. Oh gosh, I don't even know what that is. Not only it's the fastest train in the world, it's no lie to say it's the safest, most technologically advanced train out there.
Wow, is that so?
It sure is. I mean, I've been really hoping to ride the Shinkansen at least once. Wow, I'm so looking forward to this.
I'm sure you are, but first we need to buy tickets to get on.
Sure, let's do that.
First, there are several Shinkansen lines, but when you get out of Tokyo, the one that goes to Kyoto is called the Tokaido Shinkansen.
Tokaido Shinkansen. Right,
Yes, there are also 3 kinds of Tokaido Shinkansen. Those are the Nozomi, the Hikari, and the Kodama. That's right. The Kodama stops at every station, but the Hikari and Nozomi only stop at the important ones. They're special express trains in every sense of the word. Between the two, the Hikari takes shorter stops at each station than the Nozomi. There's about 500 kilometers between Tokyo and Kyoto. The Nozomi makes the trip in about 2 hours and 20 minutes.
2 hours and 20 minutes? That's even faster than I thought.
By the way, all the trains cost the same amount, so if you're going to a major station like Kyoto or Osaka, it's better to take the Nozomi.
I see,
Now, about the tickets, to ride the Shinkansen, you'll need both a boarding pass and a special express ticket. Then, you'll choose between free seatings or reserve seatings.
A boarding pass and an express ticket, then free seating or reserve seatings,
A one-way free seating ticket to Kyoto is about 13,000 yens, but a round-trip ticket is a little cheaper each way, so it's best to go round-trip for your boarding pass whenever possible.
Round trip, got it. I guess I'll remember that.
Now, to buy Japanese JR stations, there are tickets counters called Midori no Madoguchi with vending machines in the larger stations. You can also purchase tickets at travel agency counters in some stations. If you want to go to a travel agency, you can sometimes buy them in a bundle with hotel reservations at a discount price.
Wow.
Oh, right! Oni-chan, when we go to Kyoto, make sure our seats are... I got it. On the right seat, right? Yeah, you always know what I'm thinking, Oni-chan.
Seats on the right side. Why?
Because... Nope, I'm not telling right now. You'll see soon enough.
What? Now you got me curious. Tell me.
No way!
Then Makoto,
No way! One-chan, don't tell him! Yes, I know.
huh?
No, fast! We'll buy the tickets, then we'll get our bento on board the train.
We're buying bento before we get on the train.
Of course. Long ago they had restaurant cars on the Shinkansen itself. But as the time travels go fast, as the travel times go faster and faster, they stopped doing it because there was less need to eat a slow meal on the train. So sort of in place of that, they started selling special bentos in the larger stations known as ekipen that usually contain the region's specialty foods. Eating an ekipen while chatting with friends and watching the scenery pass by is part of the fun of the train ride. Yeah!
In other words, it's a way to make the trip itself special.
That's exactly it.
It's not just a mode of transformation, but a part of the journey. This is getting really exciting compared to my train rides back in America. So, we just bought our bento and go through the gate. Now we wait for the Shinkansen to arrive. That exactly costs around $7.86. Shinkansen.
You're excited as a child.
But, it's here! Whoa, that's the Shinkansen?
Yes, it's the newest model, the N700.
Oh man, it's the real thing. It's like a perfectly streamlined, formed. It's like a small train. It's amazing. You can tell it's faster just by looking at it.
Well, it's worth noting that since the trains first started running, the trip time to Kyoto. Time to Kyoto has been reduced by nearly 1 hour.
An hour? That's completely amazing. When you put it that way, I wonder how hard they must have worked to shrink the time by an hour.
Come on, it's fine for you to be excited, but don't space off or the train will leave without us.
By the way, this is April the 11th. Oh my god, it's been a long time since I recorded. More time has passed.
So, have you calmed down a little?
Huh? Oh, you're insane. I've been calm the whole time.
Please, you're insane is my line. You've been spazzing out since we got on the train. Now we've been on the train 40 minutes and you've been spazzing out the whole time.
I am not,
Don't say you're not spazzing. Come on, let him be. There's nothing wrong with him enjoying himself, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is totally amazing. These seats are so comfortable. You can recline them so far. And even though we're racing through and at 300 kilometers per hour, I don't feel the slightest vibration. It has its own power outlet, and you can even connect the internet. I can't believe how advanced Japan is with stuff like this compared to America.
See? You're completely spazzing out right now! No for the flirting, you two. Huh? We're not flirting! Really? From my point of view, it looked exactly like flirting. That's why I'm telling you we're not.
Yeah, it's gonna sound like you're protesting too much.
Come on, One-chan. You're always quick to say such strange things. Sorry. Anyway, it's about time.
What is it? It's about time for what?
Remember earlier when I asked for seats on the right side of the train? You're going to learn why very soon. It's to. Look!
Huh? Oh my gosh.
That's Japan's greatest mountain! Mount Fuji!
Mount Fuji, huh?
That snow-crested peak, huh? That gentle slope. So peaceful and solemn, but with such a presence. How can I describe it? To just call it beautiful feels almost trite.
It's 3,776 meters tall. The tallest active volcano in Japan.
Huh? Active volcano? Mount Fuji is an active volcano?
Yes, it is. Its last eruption was about 300 years ago, and until 15 years ago, they thought it might have gone dormant. But when they learned that it was still active internally, they reclassified it as an active volcano again.
That's an active volcano.
They say that the last time it erupted, the ash reached all the way to Tokyo.
So far,
when we looked at the earlier data, we saw that Mount Fuji's eruption has no set period, but the longest dormant period was a little under 300 years. And as One-chan said, the last eruption was 300 years ago.
That means it could,
erupt at any time, yes. There are various theories as to why it's called Mount Fuji. One alternative meaning of the word Fuji is unique, while another is undying. Some theorize that the name stems from unique mountain or undying mountain.
An undying mountain.
Yes, that explanation posits that an active volcano. The ancient thought of it as a living mountain.
A living mountain? Say, can you climb to the top of Mount Fuji?
Yes, you can! Although, you can only get halfway up by car, and past that, you need to climb up on foot. Generally speaking, lodges in the mountainside only open in the summer, around July and August, so if you want to climb it, you need to go during that period.
I see.
Mount Fuji, huh? Japan's greatest mountain. Someday I'd like to climb it for myself.
More time has passed. Thank you for your ride with us today. Kyoto, please be sure to have your belongings with you when you disembark. Oh my gosh, it's so bright.
We're here! This is Japan's old capital, Kyoto.
Kyoto, huh?
Kyoto was Japan's capital for over 1,000 years, until it was changed over to Tokyo in 1867.
For over 1,000 years, huh?
Kyoto became capital in the year 794. Before that, Japan's government was based in Nara Prefecture, and it moved with each change of the head of the state. But in 1794, they built a new city on this land. It was known as Heian-kyo, and its layout was based on the contemporary capital of China. That city remained as Japan's capital for over 1,000 years afterwards.
Such a long time, huh? But
what's wrong?
What year did the Edo period start?
In 1603!
Wasn't Tokyo the center of government during the Edo period? In that case, Kyoto should have stopped being the capital that year.
You make a good point. It's true that the center of Japanese government was moved to Tokyo during the Edo period. But while the shogun and Edo had the real power, the former head of the government was not the shogun himself, but the emperor here in Kyoto. So even during the Edo period, the Japan government was technically centered in Kyoto. And even when it's officially moved to Edo, Kyoto and Osaka next door continue to grow as if they were still the capital, right? That's right.
I see.
So you could say Kyoto is the capital. It is a city that maintains the tradition, form, and culture of Japan's good old days.
I see. I guess even I think of traditional Japanese culture when I think of Kyoto.
But still,
But you'd rather be seeing the town for yourself instead of listening to our lectures, right?
How did you know that?
Because we can read your face like a book, right, Akira? Yeah, especially when you're thinking of other things.
Oh, no way!
A response like that? Wait a minute, you mean you do think of those things?
No, that's just an automatic response, that's all.
What? Are you saying we're lacking in womanly charms?
What are you talking about? Do you want me to think of those things or not?
That's, oh, you idiot! Of course I don't want you to think about it, you perv!
I told you, I'm not,
Come on now, Aki-chan. Let's put the strange quarrel to rest. Concerning the earlier issue, it's no wonder you're more interested in the modern town. Kyoto is still a major metropolis after all. So it's still gradually changing as new people and shops come in.
I see. Now that you mention it, I can see that it's true.
Well, as long as you're here, we really should look all around. So, let's cut to the chit-chat. It's time for the quick tour. Yes, it is.
That's what I've been waiting for.
So, where should we start? Let me see, I think that's the best place, don't you?
That? First, the entry fee. There. $2.95.
This is Kiyomizu Dera, the most famous temple in Kyoto.
Dera, a Japanese suffix meaning temple. Kiyomizu Dera.
They say Kiyomizu Dera was completed before Kyoto became the capital in the year 778.
Before Kyoto was capital. There are temples that old?
Kiyomizu Dera is known for how the main hall's just out of the side of the mountain. The main hall has been rebuilt over due to fires, but the last rebuild was in 1633, so it's still quite old.
It was still built around 400 years ago, then.
it's standard for the stone buildings of America and Europe to survive that long, but for this Eastern wooden structure to last so long, shows the care that goes into them.
I know! Do you know the Japanese phrase, jump from the stage at Kiyomizu, means to plunge headfirst into something?
The stage at Kiyomizu refers to this building.
Yes, they say that if you screw up your courage and jump from here, your wish will come true. They say that in the old days, many men really would make the jump to show their determination.
From here? But it's really far down?
Yeah, they say some people really died trying it. Honestly, men are such idiots.
I can't help but agree with you there.
As long as we're here, let's go to the Ottawa waterfall below.
The Ottawa waterfall?
Yes, it's a small waterfall consisting of 3 narrow streams.
The waterfall
has existed for over 1,000 years. Back then, people said the waterfall would confer wealth or long life. They loved it as the fountain of youth.
The Fountain of Youth. Alright, let's go check it out. Whoa. There really are 3 trails of water here.
Each stream confers of its own blessings. From here to left, they confer academic success, health, and love, respectively.
Academics, health, and love. So then, starting from the right, I take the waterfall from each and drink it. Okay, let's start with the water of academics. Gulp, gulp. Now, the water of health, then the water of love. Gulp, gulp, gulp. It's delicious. It really could be the fountain of youth. Huh? Now that I think about it, you guys only drank from the health and love springs, and none from the academics one. How come?
Well, right, yes.
What? You both look so serious,
The truth is, it's said that anyone greedy enough to try the drinks from all 3 rivers will be denied their blessings.
What? Wait, is that true?
Yes, I'm sorry to say.
No way! Why didn't you tell me that earlier?
Because that would have made it so much less funny. Sorry about that.
So I didn't even earn any blessing today.
I could have used the blessing in love at the very least. Though now that I think about it, Makoto and Akira are both strings in love strings. More time has passed.
Plus the entry fee, there.
Now, our next guild sightseeing spot is in here.
Oh my gosh. Whoa!
This is the Kinkaku-ji.
G! A Japanese suffix meaning temple. Alternative meaning of data. Kinkaku,
The king in Kinkaku is a reference to the grand golden color of the temple. The name is actually a nickname.
What's its real name?
I know! It's Rokonji, right? That's right. You really know your stuff, Akira. Hold your applause until the end. I still know lots more about the Rokonji.
Then why don't you tell us all about it, Akira?
Leave it to me! The fact is, there was already a temple here in the 13th century, but the nobles who commissioned it were put to death for conspiring against the emperor, and it fell into ruin. Then, around the end of the 14th century, the shogun Ashikaga Yoshimitsu fixed it up and built a new temple, which he called the Rokuonji.
Wow, is that really what happened?
Yes!
Oh gosh.
Yes, she's exactly right. Wait a minute! Why are you asking Oni-chan for confirmation?
No reason. Just wanted to be sure.
Let me tell you, this isn't all I know. I also know that when the temple was completed, the grounds around it were larger, and that it's completely burnt down once.
Burnt down? The temple? Was it in a war or what?
Psst, sorry, it's burnt out just 60 years ago. It was arson.
Oh my gosh, the things people do today. Arson? You mean someone set fire to it?
Yeah, in 1950, by a young monk still in training.
A monk committed arson?
That's right. The temple was already a famous national treasure at that time, so it caused a huge stir.
I see. That makes sense.
Then, a world-famous author named Mishima Yukio wrote a novel about it. The name of the novel is, of course, Kinkaku-ji.
Wow, Akira, you really know a lot about a Kinkaku-ji.
I told you, I know a lot about it. So, have you read the novel? No.
Oh dear.
Mishima Yukio's Kinkakuji has been translated into many other languages, so you should read it if you get the chance.
Sure, I will. He probably wrote it after visiting the place for himself, so it'll probably be more interesting now that if I'd read it before. I'll be sure to look around for it when I get home.
I think I might try to read it when I get home too. I see. I think you would get a lot out of it, Akira.
Kinkakuji. Gee, huh? The walls are stuck with gold leaves, so it's as gold leaves have as the name. As gold as the name suggests. I heard that ancient Europe referred to Japan as Nippon, the land of gold. But looking at this, I can see why Marco Polo would have felt that way. Because, well, you know, they do lend out a lot of money now these days.
What do you think of Kyoto so far?
Let's see, at first I wasn't really seeing the town's history and culture at all. But the more we walked around, the more I felt the traditional atmosphere seeping in all over.
That's right! Kyoto has a lot of temples and shrines, so you can walk from temples to temple and shrine to shrine. Just walking around can give you a deep impression of the town.
Yeah, that's really true. But how do I say this? It's more than that. There's, even amongst the small shops in town, so many of them sell traditional craft goods. So that also gives me the impression of a town that values its history.
That's true. While Kyoto continues to expand, the city as a whole does protect its traditions. I think that's what makes it amazing.
Preserving its history while taking in the news, huh? But now that I think about it, I think Tokyo has a similar sort of atmosphere. With Kyoto, it just feels a whole lot sharper. When I think about it that way, Kyoto really is like a representation of Japan itself.
That's it! There's one thing that surprised me in coming to Kyoto.
Surprised you? What is it?
You know, the language.
Language? I see it, because it's not like Tokyo Japanese.
That's right. It's a dialect, right? The accents and the words people here use. It's nothing like the Japanese I know.
That's true. People in Kyoto and nearly Osaka and Kobe speak what's called Kansai Bin.
Kansai Bin?
Yes, specifically. Kobe and Osaka and Kyoto all have their own dialects, but the general term for it is Kansai Bin.
Kansai Bin. I see.
It's hard for even native Japanese to imitate Kansai Bin. It's a unique way of speaking.
I see. But how should I say, it feels like it has nuances that I don't hear in the Japanese of Tokyo.
That's true! It's fast-paced and kind of funny.
That's right. When you listen in on an exchange, it almost sounds like they might bust out laughing.
You remember what I said before, that Kyoto was the capital of Japan long ago? While that was going on, the city of Osaka was also developing next door. Osaka developed as a merchant city. They based their lives around merchant culture. So I think their language developed around the interactions between the shop owner and customer. Making the customer feel comfortable is so important in the business world.
You mean, they make them laugh so that they relax and feel more like buying things?
It's just my own speculation, but I wonder if it might not be true. The real Kansai has done a lot to develop comedians and comedy culture, so you might hear Kansai Bin on TV too.
Now that I think about it, it sounds real cute when girls speak it too.
So we don't speak Kansai-bin? Does that mean you don't think we're cute?
That's not it. That's not what I was trying to say at all.
So you're saying you wish both spoke Kansai-bin?
That's right. That's exactly the same compliment.
Even without speaking Kansai-bin, I think we're making a good comedy team, don't you? Anyway, let's go to one last place today. It's very close to where we are now.
What kind of temple is it this time?
Oh my, we're not going to a temple.
Really? Then where are we? Oh my.
Ta-da! This is Kyoto's premise entertainment district, Kyoto.
Wow, but the buildings still have an older, refined feeling to them.
The town of Kyoto is the gateway to the Yasaka Shrine. It's basically a town that sprang up along the roads to the shrine. The name Kyoto comes from the fact that the Yasaka Shrine was once known as the Kyoto Shrine.
I see. So is there something on this street?
Like what?
Well, it's certainly a very beautiful street, and it has a refined atmosphere. But isn't there like, a famous building or,
Yeah, there's nothing like that here, but in its place.
In its place?
Ah, look there, walking towards us.
Walking?
There's a woman walking towards us. Tiny red lips on a face made up in white. Oh no. And such a beautiful kimono.
Is that a high-class geisha?
Sort of, but geisha is only for Tokyo. In Kyoto, they are called geiko.
Geiko?
Yes, and young apprentice geiko are known as maiko. She looks young, so she's probably a maiko.
Ah, she just turned to us and bowed. She's so cute.
Hey, Oni-chan, I heard back in the day maiko were girls around 10 years old. Is that true?
That is what they say. 10 years old? They started that young?
Yeah, because Maiko and Keiko would play instruments at banquets and sing and dance. They were like flowers used to add life to a party, and men of high standings and rank would come to them. So in order to keep them from offending anyone, they received strict instructions in discipline and manners for a very young age. That's the kind of system it was.
So, for all its beauty, their world was a harsh one too.
Yes, but these days it seems as problematic to make children work so hard. Nowadays, you can't begin Maiko training until you finish school. I saw one! I saw on TV before too, that there are fewer and fewer women who want to become Maiko these days.
I guess that's true in all countries. Jobs that were standard long ago are gradually declining. It's too bad, but,
Yeah. But then the TV said that more people want to do it nowadays compared to before. But they said that the training is so strict that many people just up and quit.
just because you want to, it doesn't mean you'll succeed.
But Maiko and Geiko are part of an amazing culture. There must be more people who want to carry it on.
That's it! As long as we're here, why don't we call a Geiko-san tonight?
Unfortunately, that's not possible.
Huh? Why not?
The girls will refuse first-time customers. Most people have to be referred by an existing customer.
I see,
There are some exceptions lately, I hear there are some events where you can hire Gecko for a brief period of time. But it's probably takes a lot of money, right?
I see. I guess that's true. Yeah, I understand that. It was just an idea.
When you say it like that, I can tell you're really upset about it.
I told you, I was joking.
I don't think you were. Anyway, as long as we're here, we should stop by the Yasaka shrine, then back to our hotel.
Okay?
Okay!
Oh gosh, my voice is dying. Yeah.
We visited the Yasaka shrine, which was beautiful. Our hotel might be more humble than the halls where Gecko performed, but it's still a nice place nevertheless. The food in Kyoto tastes completely different from the food in Tokyo too. Kyoto was a nice place, not at all inferior to Tokyo. Just one day doesn't seem like enough to experience it all. But tomorrow I go back to Tokyo, and in 3 days' time I go back home. I've got to make the most of Japan in the time I've got left. And so, day 5 begins.
But now I gotta stop here for a little bit. So yeah, like and favorite if you're enjoying this session of Go Go Nippon. Subscribe to one of my eggshell viewers, and look forward to how this trip of Kyoto Part 2 happens. This is Yasashi Tsu-Kun, signing out. Have a good day, everybody. Stay sharp out there, and hopefully your tour actually becomes a lot more better than how I am making it, even though I am a lot more creative. Anyways, see ya! Bye!